the left is now working aggressively to break down is the United States of America as supporting freedom, First Amendment, the Bill of Rights, our limited government, and being, since the end of World War II, a power that could impose that kind of a moral business structure, a capitalist structure upon the world. That viewed as evil is being broken down, and what will replace it is globalism. And under globalism, everybody better start reading George Orwell and Aldous Huxley.
That's right, piratical combines that are the opposite of free market, while scapegoating free market as what we're seeing under globalism. And
producing 100 million people in the United States who are out of work, out of the labor force, and not needed. And in the history of the world, when the average person, when the middle class has been defined as not needed,
look out.
You set up the perfect conditions for genocide, for mass disease, for nuclear war, because you'll find the globalists talking about there's just too many people in the world and they're useless. The 100 million people, 1/3 of the U.S. population, the working population, more than a third, not able to find a job, and just basically economically.
And they're setting up death panels and telling the yuppies how cool it is to kill your mom and dad. And then meanwhile, our videos up on DrudgeReport.com, UN climate change official says we should, quote, make every effort to depopulate the planet, close quote. There is pressure in the system to go towards that. We should do everything possible to carry that out. I mean, these people are totalitarians. And when you look at Obama, I was a big critic of Bush, but my goodness, light speed opening the borders outside of law, light speed going after guns outside of law, light speed shutting down the power plants outside of law, light speed putting us under the UN, illegal treaties. And then, like you said, totalitarian treaties that take Congress's authority. This is classical usurping happening. But as long as they dress it up as trendy, it seems to be okay with a politically ignorant public. But there's still a larger minority becoming more and more aware. And as history's shown, Dr. Corsi, if a large minority won't go along, no amount of tyranny can force it. What do you see in your crystal ball for the future of the confrontation by free humanity, true liberals, true Renaissance people versus the totalitarian leftist?
Well, don't give up the Second Amendment. That's number one. And number two is that, the middle class is being destroyed. Totalitarian governments push everything to the top. There's going to be a wealthy class, the ruling class at the top, and everybody else who are serfs, slaves. And that's where the left, that's where all of this globalism ends up. The George Soroses are not going to suffer. He'll have, not 1 billion. Next, we'll be having trillionaires instead of billionaires. Concentration of wealth under Obama is growing. But also don't get confused to think that the Democrats and Republicans are two separate parties. You've got an extension of the same kinds of principles that George W. Bush was pursuing, open borders, etc., just at a much rapid pace under Obama. And Obama was, outright trained as a communist. Obama was raised as a Muslim. Obama is solidly in with the globalist agenda. And also don't get confused that he's for the people. He's done nothing for African Americans. He's done a lot for Wall Street. Concentration of wealth.
Now, wait a minute. He did double their unemployment. That was, and put more of them in prison. So that's a nice thing to do.
Yes, that's right. But nothing positive. All the rhetoric, the communist rhetoric is just a rhetoric of control. It's a rhetoric of serfdom. It's now been introduced again under the Saul Alinsky and Cloward pivot of Obama because the people were conditioned to be able, propaganda-wise, to utilize the racist theme. Hillary Clinton wins, it'll be the sexist theme. We're going to have another centrist Republican candidate on Jeb Bush being advanced. And again, these leftist and rightist politicians are basically the two sides of the same coin.
Sure, who do you like, Ted Cruz or Rand Paul more?
I like them both. And either one of them would be worth supporting. And I hope that the two of them continue to advance, and I hope the two of them continue to
sure.
They're going to have to fight the media. They're going to have to fight for campaign contributions. They're going to have to fight.
And I think they should own the fact that they're libertarian constitutionalists and not be ashamed of it.
They should outright own it, and they should proclaim it and argue for it. And they're going to have grassroots support, though, because they will be shut out from by the Karl Roves, from the Republican established money, which will go to the Jeb Bush.
Well, that's why you got to support them. The establishment's attacking them. It's a no-brainer. Dr. Corsi, thank you for all the time. WND.com. Look forward to speaking to you again soon.
My great pleasure. Thank you, Alex.
Thank you. What a smart guy on so many subjects. We'll be back with a news blitz straight ahead. I got a ton of it. And we'll play that UN clip calling for population reduction.
We the people grow cotton, weave fabric, engrave ink, embed strips and fibers to protect from counterfeit and carting to a private bank, having it lent back at interest, forcing taxes to service debt. This capitalism, or was Jefferson correct when stating a central bank issuing the public currency is a greater menace to the liberties of the people than a standing army? Ted Anderson, I'm placing a free silver dollar in a book that explains our monetary system. Call for your copy, 800-686-2237. It's time to understand the system. Call 800-686-2237. That's 800-686-2237.
By now, you heard about Bitcoins, but did you know that over 65,000 businesses accept Bitcoins? Listen, if you're already earning Bitcoins or trying to make money in the Bitcoin market, you've got to know BidBit.co, because at BidBit.co, you can receive Bitcoin by selling your personal items or business products. You heard right. Whether personal or business, you can now buy, sell, and auction your products quickly, easily, and securely at BidBit.co. That's BidBit.co. BidBit.co.
InfoWars Life and InfoWarsLife.com is extremely excited to announce our latest release, Winter Sun, a revolutionary type of vitamin D3. Winter Sun is a premium quality vitamin D3 nutritional supplement. It is produced by extracting oil from healthy, nutrient-dense plants known as lichens. Every batch is analyzed for purity and D3 content. It's completely free of toxins and allergens. Simply put, if you want the best at an extremely low price, this is it. Winter Sun is the result of our pursuit of the best source of vitamin D3. The research and development took over 2 years, but the result, as verified by independent laboratories, is the best vegan vitamin D3 product in the world. Read the facts at InfoWarsLife.com about Winter Sun Vitamin D3. Not only does vitamin D3 promote a healthy mood, but vitamin D supports our memory and brain function, something the globalists are targeting. Visit InfoWars.com today or call 888-253-3139.
The human body is extraordinary. Despite all the stresses we inflict upon it, it still works hard to stay in balance. Thousands upon thousands of people rely upon Heart and Body Extract to help their body stay balanced. This excellent 100% natural herbal formula helps maintain healthy blood pressure levels, cleans arteries, promotes good circulation, balances cholesterol, and more. HB Extract, paired with healthy lifestyle choices like good nutrition and exercise, can give you a life free of pain, sickness, and fear. Recapture your youthful vitality and experience your body healing itself with the aid of HB Extract. It's extremely effective and it starts working in just days. Visit hbextract.com to learn more and to read scores of testimonials from satisfied customers. And we've never increased our price in over 10 years. That makes Heart and Body Extract as great a value now as it was the first day we sold it. A healthy heart is a happy heart. Call 866-295-5305 or go to hbextract.com.
It's time to build your own emergency food stockpile with the industry leader, My Patriot Supply. Once you try them, you'll know why so many Americans like you have made them part of their emergency preparedness plan. Experience the My Patriot Supply difference today with this unbelievable offer. Right now, a 4-week food supply is only $99, and that includes free shipping. That's 50% off the online price. Call 800-274-3070 to claim yours. Limit 2 per caller while supplies last. This offer isn't available online, so you want to make sure and grab this opportunity to get prepared today. 800-274-3070 to get your 4-week food supply for the incredible price of only $99, and it'll be shipped to you completely free. Call 800-274-3070 right now. That's 800-274-3070 to claim yours while supplies last. Don't wait. Call today.
Monday through Friday from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Central. We broadcast live. Back weeknights, 7 o'clock Central with the InfoWars Nightly News. Find showtimes and listings at prisonplanet.tv. Coming up, Obama criticizes Christians at Easter breakfast prayer. President randomly calls out less than loving expressions by Christians. By Christians. That's a Kit Daniels article. That's coming up. But this headline dovetails with the next. Court moles revealing secret government plan to cut cell phone service. Feds, SOP, standard operating procedure, 303 mobile phone kill switch policy would endanger public if disclosed. That's right, where the government takes over all your cell phones, all your TVs, all radio, and broadcast brainwashing. The internet kill switch, which I think was Nightline attacked me about 5 years ago and said I was insane for talking about. A federal appeals court is asking the Obama administration, see, they think you're dumb when they talk down to you like that. There's no Asia-Pacific Partnership. It doesn't exist. There's no NSA. Fluoride's good for you. Now take it. Take the shots. We love you. Sorry. A federal appeals court is asking the Obama administration to explain why the government should be allowed to keep secret its plan to shutter mobile phone service during critical emergencies, close quote. The Department of Homeland Security, that means globalist foreign takeover every agency, that's what it really is. The occupational government takeover, Vichy French collaborator system, The Department of Homeland, literally that's what it is. The Department of Homeland Security came up with the plan known as Standing Operation Procedure 303, after cellular phones were used to detonate explosives targeting a London public transportation system. That's why the kill switch was put in, of course, to stop the MI6 terrorist. SOP 303 is a powerful tool in the digital age, and it spells out a unified voluntary process for the overly shutdown and restoration of wireless service during critical emergencies, such as a threat of radio-activated improvised explosive devices. That's why all the new phones, whether they're Droid or Apple, come out with kill switches the police can hit during demonstrations. No, it's about managing everything with Trojan horses in everything. The U.S. Court of Appeals, and by the way, the danger of hackers taking this over as an outside threat is much bigger than, quote, terrorist. The U.S. Court of Appeals for the Federal Circuit in February sided with the government and ruled the policy did not need to be disclosed under FOIA from the Electronic Privacy Information Center. But now another court's looking at it. Now that dovetails with this little jewel out of the Washington Post. Scattered power outages reported across D.C. D.C. utilities and Homeland Security officials, not servants, are investigating a power surge that temporarily knocked out power to the White House and parts of downtown Washington and other nearby areas. Boy, I wish power would stay off longer. The D.C. Homeland Security officials, instead they're turning off our power, are jacking up our prices, said an explosion at the Southern Maryland electrical facility is believed to have caused the power surge that temporarily knocked out power to the White House. The explosion at the facility run by SEMCO, a customer-owned electric system that serves parts of the District of Criminals. And it just goes on from there. Look at this, though. Man serving 17 days in jail for overgrown lawn. And then we have another clip we played yesterday where the police chief, or the head of the Fraternal Order of Police, says, you know what, if you criticize somebody on Facebook, we're going to arrest you. There's no such thing as petty crimes. Free speech is a crime. But the problem is overgrown government, not overgrown lawns. Kit Daniels has that report. So throw the book at people for bureaucratic stuff, but don't bring an illegal alien in for drunk driving, as they admit they do, or don't let foreign bankers get in trouble when they steal trillions of dollars. That's just how the cookie crumbles on that front. And don't ask that the Asian-Pacific Partnership be made public so the American people can know what's being voted on. Just have Congress sign away fast track to the president so he can decide. Sounds like a free society, doesn't it? Army says diversity training, this is USA Today, Army says diversity training sent wrong signal. Army officials are investigating a diversity training briefing at Fort Gordon in Georgia, which a slide about white privilege was inappropriately shown to soldiers. Yeah, that's just for the school kids. They don't want the soldiers infighting with each other, so they know they don't want that, because you might have to actually be unified in war. But if you want to screw the country up, obsess over race all day and just bring up random, race stuff like Starbucks does. The Equal Opportunity Briefing took place Thursday for about 400 soldiers, the 67th Signal Battalion, and then it just goes into how this would cause infighting and destabilize things, so the Army doesn't want it. Well, I guess you don't want arsenic in the poultry either. What, are you a racist? FDA to withdraw approval for arsenic-based drug used in poultry. Okay, I'm wound up today. I'm actually doing my job. I'm going to come back and hit about 100 articles. Ready for that? I'm hitting 100 articles straight ahead. Stay with us.
We're on the march. The Empire.